I'll let her explain.
Don't believe everything you've heard about starting and running a business. I started my company in 1996, and we've been profitable since the very first year. And my small but mighty team that's here with me tonight, little shout out to my team, we weathered the last economic downturn without staff cuts and without layoffs. But when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. In fact, I just jumped in and I just started. And along the way, I read lots of business books and lots of articles on a quest for best advice. But what I discovered over the past 15 years is that a lot of the business rules and a lot of the things that I discovered through my reading really didn't hold up today. So what I'm going to try to do for the next 4 minutes and 15 seconds is share with you a few business rules that I've broken along the way, and perhaps a few rules that you might want to consider breaking as well. First off, you probably don't need a business plan. Everybody tells you need a business plan if you want to get a loan from the bank. But my experience was the bank was way more interested in things like years of profitable business growth or the fact that we had multi-year client contractual agreements than looking at a bunch of business projections that might or might not actually come to be. Next off, you can't do everything. And for the first 10 years I was in business, I was a total workaholic. I had no separation between my business life and my personal life, and I worked all the time. What I've learned is that you have to set some kind of priorities and some kind of parameters. That can be anything from trying to exercise a couple times a week, to trying to get enough sleep at night, to spending X amount of time with your kids. And every day is different, and you don't succeed 100% of the time. But if you don't set those limits and those priorities that you want to come back to, you have to have something to kind of fall back towards when you start getting pulled in a million different directions. Believe it or not, working efficiently, it's more efficient to single task than to multitask. Working effectively is like driving a car with the headlights on. You can only see what's right in front of you, but most of the time, that's really all you need. As long as we have to-do lists, our tendency is to just try to cram more things on them so that we can do them faster and then we can cross things off faster. But that's a deceptively complex practice. The more things we do at once, the less attention we pay to things, and then we're doing a crappy job. So instead of having another to-do list, why don't you make a stop-doing list? Take a look at how you're really spending your time. Are the things that you're doing moving your business or moving your career forward? And if they're not, stop doing them. How much time do we all spend every day doing things that are just plain stupid? Businesses, organizations need to figure out a way to manage the stupid out of their business so that their employees can spend time doing real work that generates real results. Shut off your cell phones. Not right now, but shut them off. We're all accustomed to having so much thrown at us, and we feel like we have to respond to every text message and every phone call as if everything was immediately urgent. If you set email alerts for only the most important people, your top clients, your boss, your kids, and let everybody else wait, we actually work better when we can get in the zone and achieve a state of flow. Mind your own business. This is kind of a Zen concept, but it goes to focusing on the things that you can control. Things like your coworker who is always late for a meeting, or your boss signing a client that you can't stand. Those things are other people's business, and if you focus on them, it just saps all your time and energy, and you spend all your time yakking about it. And if you focus on the things that you can control, and then just be proactive about addressing them. There's a bit of a small business mindset that you have to do everything yourself because it's more economical. But if there are tasks that you're not good at or that you hate, you're actually better off just outsourcing them. I am not a numbers girl, and I used to spend all my nights and weekends messing around with the financial part of our business until my accountant pointed out to me that he would take this over for $150 a month. And I was like, $150 a month? My billable rate is over $200 an hour. Oh my God, that's math I understand. And finally, you know more than you think you do about something. One of the things we do with our clients is try to help them become thought leaders. And they're often surprised that they are thought leaders because they're so close to their own business that they think everybody else already knows what they do. But if you can figure out a way to package up your expertise in a way that it's digestible and unbiased and beneficial to the masses, you'll be well on your way to becoming a thought leader. And that's going to help you raise your profile. It's going to help you generate leads. And hey, it might even get you on the stage at Ignite Cincinnati. Thanks for listening. Get out there and break some rules.